some type of a charger setup. So I tried to figure out some way that I could mount a USB charging port in my motorcycle, and I was able to look online and got a size of some of these ports and mocked it up with cardboard here, trying to figure out where I could put it, where I could fit it. I thought about mounting to the handlebars and other ones, but I really just wanted it to kind of fit down in with my little dash. You can see I've got a Baja Designs speedometer, and other than that, there really is no dash. So I started coming up with some CAD models of something that could clip onto the speedometer. And you can see this is one of the first versions here. And the whole idea is it really just clips around the speedometer and holds that charger port. So on this one I just did a really thin print just to kind of get the shape down. And in general, I liked the way it was going and decided to print a little bit larger print version. So here you can see the 3D printer, and I went ahead and printed more of a full height build on this one to try to see how strong is it going to be. One of the things I had to kind of tune here was how tight to make that clip portion that clipped on there and how far to wrap it around the speedometer. I wasn't looking for something that was crazy permanent. It was just something that would clip on and off and hold it in place, and so like if I ever wanted to remove it again, it wouldn't be that big a deal. You can see there's a little bit of relief around the top edge, and that was mainly to clear the hydraulic brake line that ran around behind the race plate. So you can see here, fit pretty good. I saw it was kind of wrapping close to the flasher, so made a few adjustments and tried to dial it in a little bit more. Meanwhile, went on Amazon, decided which port I wanted. I ended up going with one that had two USB-A charges, one USB-C, and it had an on-off switch just in case I wanted to have it completely turned off, and it also has the voltage meter, which I think is just a handy thing to have anyway, just so you can see if your bike's charging appropriately. So you can see those here. There's quite a few different configurations, so whatever configuration you like, they pretty much have a version. So here it is, fit in there for the first time. Everything looked pretty good. Looked like it was going to be easy to route the cables. So I went ahead and printed up. The final material was PETG. Previous to that was just PLA, just for quick ones. And there it was with the bike not running, 11 volts, and then once when the bike running, it was kind of bounced around between 14 volts, 12.2, and I think just because it's sitting there idling, it's a little bit bouncing around on how much actual charge. So figured time to route the wires, took the gas tank off, the shrouds off, trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to route the wires back into the battery area. I went ahead and put some heat shrink tubing on the wires just to give them a little extra protection, and here it is installed with the connectors, put a little electrical tape on there. So there it is, mounted into place, and after this I just kind of figured out all like the wire routing. You'll notice I also bought some of those splitters for these connectors, quite a few of them, so then that way I could grip it on there and split some of the various things that were on it. Alright, so you can see here the finished 3D printed part. I made this out of PETG, so it's pretty durable, and just happened to be a nice royal blue. It's pretty close to Yamaha blue, and you can see this one has two USB standard size and one USB-C, and it has an on-off button, and then this is like the LCD readout that talks about how much volts you got. So overall pretty happy with it. You can see I went ahead and got a really short USB-C cable, and I've got a little strap here that when I'm not using it, I can just kind of bundle it up. Yeah, so let's take it out for a spin, see how it works charging up the phone. So here it is plugged in. So you just kind of router the cable around, still have a pin there just in case. TDubsKid. I saw your video probably a couple of years ago when you got a 3D printed mount for yours, and I just thought, hey, that's a good idea. I'll go ahead and 3D print one, get the mount how I want it,